Hey guys, this is Danny Boy. We are continuing our Arachni hunt. So some more strategies for dealing with Reaper Arachni. I have to say they're not too bad when you know what to do, really, as long as there is cover. The main thing you have to worry about, really, is just making sure you don't let husks close on you. Because once they close on you, you just can't stay behind cover, and they will liquidate you faster than I think anything in the game when you're out of cover. Those rockets really hurt, and I do believe they have a damage over time effect on your health at that. So it's definitely something to worry about. As you can see, positioning for your party members is also important. I really haven't been paying much attention to it throughout all of my videos. It's one of my many flaws. I should have positioned them better to actually keep them alive so I could make use of their abilities, but really at the end of the day, if you're completely relying on your party members' abilities to accomplish your missions, then that's kind of a crutch that you shouldn't be relying on. Party members are more for speeding things up than anything, and they are good at doing that. I suppose there's nothing wrong with using them to great effect, but I just don't like to be super reliant on them most of the time. So yes, again, we are staying behind cover, dodging those rockets, making sure we don't get hit by those rockets. Not that getting hit by 1 or even 2 is that bad. Well, 2 is kind of bad, I think. 1 isn't a big deal, it's just your shield. And I'm trying to make sure to destroy those sacs on his face, but I don't, again, know what that does. He seems, with all 4 of them, or 5 of them, or however many there are, to still get out swarms. He doesn't spit out swarmers that rapidly, it seems. So, I really don't know what it does, to be honest. I'm not sure if it has any real effect on him at these difficulties. Maybe one of you guys can fill me in. And he doesn't seem to have any weak spots. I was trying to aim for that central eye that he has, but it doesn't seem to really do much. So, dunno. Maybe he's weak in the rear. I try to... Sometimes he turns around when my drone attacks him, though it's rare, and I try to get shots off when that happens, but not really effective. So yes, taking out that barrier engine first, very important to do so. Makes life much easier for doing so. We are now throwing cannibals in the mix, which is just fantastic. Now I have to worry about grenades. Great. I'm not sure what Cannibals Cannibalize does. I could swear that they actually resurrected somebody when they did it at one time. I could swear I saw that. I'm still not sure. I think it might just buff them up and maybe rapidly increase their healing or something. It does something, I can guarantee you of that. So here we're finally using the Claymore. Using it at extremely long range, though, for a shotgun. Very ineffective at those ranges, but enough to still finish those guys off. I'm now out of ammo for my Predator pistol, so, well, why not? Let's close, see what we can do. Gotta love when proximity mines hit cover rather than hitting your target. That's what that is on my left. I'm going to try to get a little closer as well in a second. Here we go. Definitely way too afraid to actually just totally close on him, but as you can see, it does enough damage at this range. So, and he's a very large target, so it's not difficult to get a lot of pellets on him with the Claymore. I will not be using the Claymore anymore on this character. I definitely wanted to try it out as an engineer, see how it went, but I need those extra shots for the most part. I am a big fan of the Predator pistol with a scope, though. I actually really like it. I don't know why, considering I really don't like the Raptor. Maybe it's more just the mentality of, well, when I'm using a sniper rifle, I want to be getting headshots. I don't want to be spamming. Whereas when I'm using a pistol, I mean, spamming is not unusual. Semi-automatic pistols and whatever. So it's not a revolver or anything. So for now, I'm enjoying it. Hopefully there'll be some new pistols I can make use of that I actually like. Again, I don't really like the Eagle. It's too much like an SMG. I suppose, I mean, it's a machine pistol, I guess, but still, not a huge fan. But for now, I think this will be pretty much my go-to long-range weapon. Plus, it's a pistol, so it weighs practically nothing. Here, I'm just showing you guys spore pods. The gestation spore pods. These ones don't explode. They send out little swarmer dudes that explode on you, like I showed you, or talked about rather before. So that's all those are. Really nothing interesting or difficult. But here we go into this planet's final sequence. It's a long one. I don't think I die. I might. I don't remember. Nothing, too difficult. Just a bunch of husks that come originally, but they come alone with no real support, so not difficult. And then we have some cannibals, and yes, see, here you have some cannibals feeding on a dead husk, but what does he do? And that's an example of why I don't like the Claymore, because I got one shot off, it would have almost, and it still didn't kill him. If I had had the Crusader, I would have been able to get off, 4 shots, and I guarantee you I would have killed at least one of those cannibals, if not both of them. Especially considering how much more accurate the Crusader is at range than the Claymore. And even there, I mean, point-blank range, that was a pretty good meat shot. It still didn't one-shot him, so yeah, I'm not seeing it. Not really worth it on an Engineer. Better on classes like the Soldier, where you can use Hardened Adrenaline Rush or whatever the one is that increases your damage, or even more so on the Infiltrator. From stealth, I imagine the Claymore will be a great weapon on the Infiltrator for those guys who want to play assassins and just run up behind people and one-shot them from their cloak and the damage bonus. So again, both party members are dead. Didn't bother actually strategically placing either of them, though I think I tried to a little extent, but who really cares? I'm not going to waste Metagel healing them when I might need it myself, even though I'm actually almost dead right now anyway. Still, not going to bother. I wasn't too worried about dying at this point. I really didn't think I needed the extra fire support, so in my mind, best to be conservative when it comes to consumables. Of course, the other side of that is you wind up saving it forever, never actually using it, and just wasting it. But whatever. So, trying to take this guy out from behind cover. They do somewhat intelligently position themselves. You notice how they kind of just move back and forth behind the pillars, require you to reposition, so that's kind of nice. Not a big deal, but kind of nice. I still wish I knew what those stupid flesh sacs did. Maybe they are, in fact, just very large testicles, and destroying them prevents them from breeding. I don't know. They're insects, so I'm thinking I might be wrong on that one, but yeah, I'm trying to hit that one on the underbelly, but I can't really get a shot off on it. At least an accurate one. I'm not sure if I hit it or not. I don't know if it's actually destructible. But that's done. Not hard. Really good cover. Even this upward platform you can stand on. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was. That freaked me out. I'm like, what's coming? What's happening? Oh no. I guess that was a swarmer that tried to jump on me and missed or something? But it was really big. At least it seemed really big. So yeah, I don't know. Destroy this node. Freaking Claymore that was one shot in the chamber. Just die. Die! That was what was going through my mind right then. And another drop-off. So what happens when there's a drop-off? Oh, actually, no. They come up from behind you. Gotta love the flamethrower. I actually do really enjoy the flamethrower. I wouldn't mind that as a primary weapon, but it's a heavy weapon. And I kind of doubt we'll be seeing it much beyond this sequence, maybe a little bit later, but ah well. Yeah, they took out heavy weapons in the game. I guess grenades are meant to replace heavy weapons. I kind of miss them. Then again, I very rarely use them, beyond just speeding things up. I liked using the nuke on the airship boss because you could one-shot him. And by the time you have the nuke, you're already on a second playthrough at that point in the game, so just speeding things up is nice. Yes, the Predator pistol doesn't have a lot of damage. You know, I mean, it has a large clip. It's good against armor. It does the job. I mean, it is a tier 1 weapon that everybody starts with. I'll be upgrading it later. Yes, I did discover that you can upgrade weapons. I actually upgraded to max, just because it's not really expensive to do so. I think that improves the clip size and the damage and maybe some other stuff. So, that's nice. Really wish I knew what Cannibalize did. Really wish I knew. Somebody, please tell me who is more knowledgeable than I. There's one very injured Ravager left. He's now dead. This is a rather long sequence. This is the final sequence of the planet. As I said, you can compare this to a boss battle. Essentially, it's just you're facing lots of enemies rather than one powerful enemy. This is a hole in the bottom of the sea. A hole in the bottom of the sea. Alright, moving along.
Stay focused.
This spot, I think, was a little more difficult. I'm now actually trying to position my guys properly. To at least some extent. Cannibals don't succumb to the flamethrower too readily, and I realize that, so I'm just going to play it safe, get behind cover. Use the pistol to take them out if I can. I think I might die here. I don't remember. I think I might, though. Take out the barrier engine. Very important to do that first. Unfortunately, the Ravager already has a barrier on him. Oh, Claymore, why do you only have one shot? It is effective. I imagine if you actually did get, and you even saw there, a nice clump of enemies, it would do a lot of damage to them, even at these ranges. It does do a crap ton of damage to armor. I do not know why I did not I mean, I was afraid of the Swarmer. Should have just finished off the Ravager, that was stupid. Oh well. Maybe I thought bad things were coming, I don't know. Bad things! Evil things. Take that care of. Take that care of. That's right, you heard me. And that's done. And these guys, I think I said in my other video, I'm not really sure if I consider the Rachni tougher than the Turians. The Turian Reaper, or the Reaper Turians, rather. The Rachni are pretty easy to deal with when you know what to do. Whereas the Turians do so much damage, and there's so many of them, and you have to deal with the Brutes as well.
Keep it up,
the Brutes especially. A lot easier to deal with mobs of husks than it is to deal with a Brute, if not two, as we had to on the Moon of Palaven. James, take cover, fool. So I think there are two Ravagers in this fight. Makes things a little more complicated. And I got lucky that that grenade... Oh, I do wind up dying. I die to a grenade eventually, now that I remember. Which was frustrating, if I recall. That was fairly painless. I think I'm going to get flanked in a moment. I know there's a cannibal lurking, unless my party members kill him. No, there's a cannibal on my left. I'm pretty sure he's going to lob a grenade, and I'm pretty sure it's going to kill me. Here come husks, so now we're in a bad situation. No party members, a cannibal on my left, a Ravager on my right, no real columns to hide behind, and husks charging. And that is, I believe, I talked about this in a previous video. If not, I apologize. This is the instance of I shot the one husk, it didn't reload. I hit R, it still didn't reload, and I die. I die because I didn't have a chambered round in my Claymore. And by the time I realized that it just wasn't going to happen, it was too late to do a heavy melee. So we now get to do this all over again.
Keep it up,
Yippee. Splendiferous. And now I'm frustrated, so now I think I wind up missing on my Claymore and just not really playing as I should be playing. Always with this. This is basically a death sentence, generally speaking. When the husk has finally reached you, it exposes you to fire for so long, it's usually a death sentence. I got lucky there. Every other time I've died when that has happened. Just this is not going anywhere near as well as the previous iteration of this fight before I died. And there's a grenade behind me, and I think I'm out of range. But no, I'm not, and I die. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that? Very far away from it, but nope. Still died. Still one shot. Now I will succeed. Don't make my mistakes, guys. Don't do as I do. For I is dumb. But as I said, we will now be beating this sequence. Such a shame. I'd gone a good deal of time without dying, but it happens. It's usually something stupid like grenades or whatever. I will be coming out with more videos today. My goal is at least 5. Hopefully I'll be able to meet that. I have nothing really to do. I am off today, so I may as well spend time making some videos. I find it to be at least a somewhat productive use of my time. Entertain you good people out there. Maybe teach you something, hopefully. And grenade. This was very close. I really thought I was going to die there. Sometimes you just get lucky. Aiming is fun. Something I need to learn to do. Yeah, and see, even at that range, he was only hit by half the pellets, so it took 2 shots, but Incinerate finished him off. hopefully, I know you guys, I've gotten a lot of questions about the Chakram launcher, so maybe I'll be able to show that off a little bit later on. But this is done, so thanks guys for watching. Subscribe, like, blah, 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 and have a good one.